Welcome back to Trainli TV. I'm Hawley McLean.
I'm Joane Tillmann.
Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you. Fancy meeting you here at your studio.
The shop, it should be the shop studio or the studio shop?
I don't know. It all depends.
Okay. So, what we have here, well, you brought some new stuff here.
I did, and it's a starter set.
It's a starter set.
Yes.
This, folks, is very, very dangerous, okay? You want to be very, very careful around adults and kids because there's a reason why they call it a starter set. It gets you started in the hobby, and these things are a fantastic way to get introduced to this wonderful hobby.
Absolutely, it is. It is a great way, and as I've said in a past video, this is how Trainli was born, with a starter set. So Hawley is correct about there's a reason why it's called the starter set. It doesn't end there. It continues not just in growing, but also in providing so many hours of enjoyment, of pleasure for the family. And as I said before, I think this is a great way to educate children because they can learn about history.
Yep.
They can definitely learn about math because you have to measure things. They can learn about electronics.
Wiring.
All of that. So there's a little bit of everything in there so you can teach your children or your grandchildren. So today,
or they can teach the adults.
yes, this is happening more and more, as I know, being a mother. The kids teach you after a while. This is a new set which LGB has, and Hawley is going to do what he does best. He loves to do the unveiling and the unpacking because we thought that it was important for you to have an idea of how the product arrives and what you're going to find in it, and you'll see why it is literally a plug and play.
This one's a plug and play. So.
Absolutely.
And these come in all different themes.
Oh yeah, there's the Christmas theme, and very close to my heart is the one with the Lego.
The Lego, where you can actually build your own cars.
Absolutely,
and things like that.
because all three of my kids were huge Lego fans. Huge. So therefore I said, oh God, they came out with this. This is amazing because now they can literally put their Legos and build, and their imaginations will just thrive, which is what you really want. And what I love about the train hobby is the fact that and I'm certain many parents have complained, and grandparents, the kids are constantly on their devices. This is a great way of taking them away from these things and allowing their imaginations to run wild, and yet still have fun with them.
It's great. Matter of fact, it's one of the things that I have found very surprising is, you know, in my other business, we have a big boardroom, and we have lots of trains in there on display.
You did the unveiling of the Golden Spike
Golden
there.
Spike in the boardroom, and is how many of my other clients that come in that are train enthusiasts, and I always kind of jokingly refer to them as kind of closet train enthusiasts. They had train sets as
a child.
As a child,
Yes.
Or they have collections or train sets now,
Yes.
in all different gauges, you know, not just the G gauge. And so I was, you know, really pleasantly surprised on how many people were into that. But also what was, I thought, kind of interesting is how many women are into model trains. Mm-hmm. And one of the common themes that they tell me is that how they were upset as a little kid growing up because their brothers got train sets and they got dolls or other things, and they wanted a train set too.
Well, you know, LGB came out with the pink train set, which I thought was really, really cute, and definitely they're little girls.
Set,
Absolutely.
And we actually have the color track in different colors and so
Yes,
forth.
yes,
so you
yes,
can,
we do. You can have lots of fun with that.
lots of fun. So these starter sets, and they aren't just for, they make a beautiful Christmas train starter set.
They do.
And then each year you can get, just like your ornament, you can get your own little.
Absolutely, with the year imprinted on it.
Yep.
Right.
These trains are not just for going around the Christmas tree anymore.
You could also have it outside in your garden, like
Yep.
starting out very small, and then you could add to it as you go along, for sure.
In fact, I just did a photo or video last week of our trains outside running through. It was snowing outside and a little plow, and we were plowing the snow off the tracks. And so,
That was amazing.
thank you.
Alpine and Western Pacific Railroad.
Alpine and Western Pacific
The host.
Railroad. So these trains are meant to be played with.
Yeah, and one of the things that LGB has done, and the reason why I have chosen the construction set for two reasons. First of all, everything else is sold out. This one just arrived, so it was perfect. And I like the fact how it's fun. It's a new way of looking at it, because in the past it was basically your iconic Steins with the two trains behind it. And then you had, now you have this one, which even comes with accessories. So the kids can also have like a little
Construction set here.
Absolutely. So I just felt that this was just a great introduction on how they are now expanding their offering in the starter sets and making it more modern, and I think bringing out an interest to a very young audience.
Yep. It's in this is a great value also for
Amazing value.
for doing this kit. So we have the Locomotive, and these are very well packed.
Yes, they are.
So we have our Locomotive and our little tip car and a little low-sided gondola there.
Do you want to take it out?
Sure.
Okay, we can put it here.
And then we have this
track.
is the little jumper from the track to the power supply. And then these are the little rail connectors that hold the track together. And then you have your box of track, which
That's
makes a
right.
nice circle.
That's
And then we have the basic power supply. Or this is the transformer here for controlling the speed and direction.
And the power supply
And
is
the
right
power
there.
supply there.
Right.
So a very easy set to put together, and you can use it all year round. And from there, you can start adding on, and literally the sky's the limit. On
Oh,
what you can do
absolutely.
with
And
this.
especially, as I said, the construction set, what I like about it is the fact that it can be left out year round.
Yep.
It could be in the child's room or wherever it is that you would want to place it.
You just want to make sure that your power supply isn't outside in the weather.
Yes.
And you bring the locomotives in when you're done, and cars, but
Oh,
the
yes.
track and everything. But but the one I was filming with the other day, it was snowing like mad, and
I know.
And I'm just always impressed at how well these are made. There's a lot of other ones that you can get at Walmart or online that are very inexpensive, like under $100. But they just don't.
They don't
last.
stand the test of time. And another reasons why that we've championed LGB for many years is the fact that we get in the repair shop Steins that are 20, 30 years old, and all that they need is a motor, pickup shoes, a tire, and they're good to go and they run. So I love the longevity of the product. I think that they really made something that was built to last.
Yeah, matter of fact, at our office building where you're located as well, we have about 1,000-foot indoor track.
Yes.
And that we run, and it goes through all the other
Offices,
tenants and
yes.
all the other offices, and on the third floor, suspended from the ceiling. And that train runs 5 days a week, 8 to 5, year after year after year.
Yeah. And if somebody forgets, the weekends too.
Yep.
If they don't turn it on.
Yeah, sometimes 24 hours a day over the weekend. But what's funny is also the tenants go ahead and they let us know if the train isn't running. Why isn't the train
That's
running
right.
today? So,
What's wrong? That's true. That's very, very true.
and it's the same motors and so forth that are in this starter set as in their top of the line.
The Bueller motors, yes.
The Buellers, and so they're kind of like a little Energizer train that just keep running.
Oh,
and
absolutely,
running.
absolutely. And you said something that was very interesting. It's the price point.
Yep.
It is affordable because you literally have everything that you need in that one box where you can just put it together and it's ready to go. And a lot of these sets are under $300.
Yeah, so well worth the money, and they'll last and last and last, and something that you can just keep growing.
Right.
The cheaper sets, they're proprietary most of the time, so you got what you got, and when
and that's it.
something breaks,
Absolutely.
you can't.
No, you can't do anything as far as that's concerned.
You will absolutely love these starter sets. Like I said, they come in all different themes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, they've been flying off the shelves, and one of the challenges that we've been having with the virus is that the factories are this is not made in China. These are all made in Germany and Hungary. And using the same molds and components as they have been for decades.
Right.
And so their factories have been shut down because of the virus. So there's sometimes a little bit of a lead time, and then we get some in. And so if you want some, let us know, and we'd be happy to get those out to you as soon as as the availability comes back in.
Yes.
But you definitely want to be on that list because they're gone, and then you gotta wait for perhaps.
Right.
And then all this stuff. What's also interesting, this stuff all comes in on. We get it on a container from Germany.
And it comes in.
It takes a little while, and now they do have a distribution center here in the U.S.
Yes, they do.
But that's still.
But they still have to get it.
They still have to.
In order for them to send it to us.
And sometimes we kind of joke it. I think they sent it on a slow boat to China, through around, and then back here. But anyway, absolutely fantastic. Great way to get started in the hobby. It's something that everybody can do in the family, and something that can be year round. So
absolutely, we love starter sets. Well, thank you for your time and listening, and we hope that you enjoyed the unveiling as done by Hawley.
So, well, I'm Hawley McLean for Trainli TV, and we will see you next time when we talk about some more of the new and exciting products that we have here at Trainli.
And some old ones.
And some old, new and improved old ones.
That's right.